This message did not come to you by chance or luck. Higher forces are working together to guide you to this moment. You have been chosen to hear something that will transform your financial reality. It doesn't matter how you view your current situation, because what I have to reveal transcends any limitations you see around you. Your Creator has never stopped watching you. Your every step, your silent efforts, the nights you've lain awake worrying about bills, the mornings you've woken up wondering how you'll solve your financial problems. He has sent this message directly into your life. You have been carrying a burden that you should not bear alone. You have been fighting a battle that should have ended by now. You have experienced scarcity that does not align with your intended purpose. Today, through this message, heaven declares the end of this season of hardship and the beginning of an era of abundant provision. You will remember this conversation as the exact moment when everything changed. Don't close this video or allow your rational mind to find excuses to disconnect, because you will miss the opportunity to hear words prepared specifically to take you out of need and into abundance. For years, you have accepted living with limitations. You have made a habit of counting every penny. You have developed the reflex to say no to yourself before even dreaming of something better. You have molded your mindset to settle for little, as if it were your natural destiny. But I am here to break the mental programming that has kept you stuck in cycles of scarcity. Your mind has been conditioned to accept lack as normal, but your spirit has always known you were created for more than just financial survival. You were designed to thrive and flourish and experience abundance in every area of your life. Write in the comments, "I now connect with the energy of infinite abundance." This mantra is more than just a phrase. It's a declaration that aligns your vibration with higher frequencies being released into your life. By writing these words, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive all that is rightfully yours. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal has the power to rewrite your financial history permanently. What you have experienced so far is just a test, a preparation for something great that has been developing behind the scenes of your life. Every difficulty you have faced has developed your ability to recognize and manage the abundance that is coming. You did not go through these experiences to be punished, but to be prepared. You were not abandoned in your struggles. You were strengthened through them. Now that you have developed your capacity, achieved maturity, and tested and proven your faith, the time has come to receive the reward for all your perseverance. A supernatural movement is happening around you right now. As you listen to these words, resources are being directed into your life through unimaginable channels. People are thinking of you. Opportunities are being created for you. Innovative ideas are entering your mind, and providential connections are being arranged for you to encounter. None of this is happening by coincidence. It is all happening because your time has come to experience the abundance that has always been yours. The financial transformation coming to you will not be gradual or partial. It will be a radical, complete, and definitive change that will be so obvious that you won't be able to attribute it to personal effort or coincidence. When this miracle manifests in your life, you will know with absolute certainty that it was divine intervention, because of the way everything aligns, the speed with which doors open, and the magnitude of what comes to you, which transcends any logical explanation. Your family will notice the change. Your friends will see the difference. Even strangers will comment on the visible transformation in your life. This is not a message intended to create false hope or temporary illusions. It is a prophetic word spoken over your life by someone with the spiritual authority to make such declarations. You have been chosen to receive this blessing not because of your own merit, but by grace. Not because you are perfect, but because you have faith. Not because you achieved everything on your own, but because you kept trusting even when you saw no signs of improvement. Your persistence in continuing to believe, even when everything seemed to be working against you, has activated spiritual laws that are now working in your favor. Write in the comments, "My energy is aligned with divine prosperity." Doing so creates a vibrational bridge between your current situation and your new reality. These words carry a special frequency that dissolves invisible blocks and attracts the conditions necessary for a financial miracle to manifest in your life. Stay tuned, because I will reveal the specific signs you will see before the full manifestation. For a long time, You have lived believing that your financial circumstances were permanent, as if you were born to constantly struggle to survive. You developed mental strategies to cope with scarcity, created defense mechanisms to withstand financial pressure, and began identifying with someone who always has to juggle paying the bills. However, this identity is not who you really are. You are not destined for financial hardship. You weren't born to live counting pennies. You were not created to experience anxiety every time you think about your financial future. If this message touches something deep in your heart, consider supporting this mission by clicking "Thank you." Your support helps us continue bringing transformative words to people who, like you, deserve to experience abundance in their lives. Your support makes a big difference in sharing these insights with more people. A supernatural provision has been reserved specifically for you since before you were born. It does not depend on the global economy, is not limited by market conditions, is not affected by financial crises, and cannot be blocked by the obstacles you see in your path. It operates through spiritual laws higher than natural laws. When it manifests, it creates resources where none existed, opens sources of income you never imagined possible, and establishes permanent streams of abundance in your life. It's important to understand that your current financial situation does not reflect your worth as a person. It is not punishment for past mistakes, nor an indication that you don't deserve good things. Your current situation is simply the end of a preparation cycle, and you are entering a new cycle where you will experience its opposite. Where there was lack, there will be plenty. Where there was anxiety, there will be peace of mind. Where there was limitation, there will be expansion. Where you once said, "I can't afford it," you will now say, "I can afford it." The abundance coming to you will be material, emotional, and spiritual. You will experience financial security, which allows you to sleep peacefully, the freedom to help others without worrying about your livelihood, and the joy of achieving dreams that seemed impossible. Moreover, you will discover a deeper connection to your life's purpose because, once your basic needs are met, you can dedicate your energy to making more meaningful contributions to the world. Pay attention to the signs that will appear in your life in the coming days. You will receive unexpected ideas that seem simple, yet carry transformative potential. People you didn't expect will contact you, offering opportunities. Situations that seemed stuck will begin to resolve with surprising ease. You will also feel a new sense of inner peace, as if a heavy burden has been lifted from your shoulders. These are the first signs that change has begun to take place in your life. The wealth being directed into your life won't come through conventional methods. It won't come from working more hours, expending more physical effort, or making more personal sacrifices. Instead, it will come through paths you don't yet know, people you can't imagine exist, and opportunities that will arise naturally, as if they've always been there, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. You will be amazed at how simple the mechanisms are that the universe uses to transform your financial reality. Your mind is programmed to believe that wealth is the result of intense struggle, fierce competition, or extraordinary luck. However, there is a higher form of prosperity that operates through spiritual alignment, attunement with universal laws, and cooperation with invisible forces that always work for the good of those who trust them. You are about to discover this higher form. When you do, you won't understand how you lived so long trying to force results through methods that generated more exhaustion than abundance. The scarcity you experienced created a financial wisdom in you that people who have always had money never developed. You have learned to value every resource, not waste opportunities, be grateful for small victories, and recognize the difference between real needs and superficial desires. This wisdom will be essential to managing the abundance that is coming properly, ensuring that it multiplies in your hands instead of dissipating through impulsive decisions. Write in the comments, "I am an open channel for receiving unlimited abundance." These words are not just an affirmation. They are energetic programming that removes internal and external obstacles that could block the flow of prosperity. By writing this mantra, you are declaring your willingness to receive all that the universe has to offer and signaling your readiness to handle greater resources responsibly. A specific moment in time has been reserved for your financial transformation, and it is much closer than you think. You won't have to wait years, decades, or even a lifetime to experience abundance. Within weeks or months, you will begin to see concrete manifestations of this change. When you look back, you'll realize it all started when you heard this message and chose to believe in it completely. You have worried about backup plans, emergency strategies, and alternatives in case your current attempts fail. Now is the time to abandon the survival mindset and adopt a prosperity mindset. Stop planning for failure and start preparing for success. Stop creating pessimistic scenarios and start visualizing abundant ones. Stop protecting yourself against scarcity and position yourself for abundance. The abundance coming your way will include not only cash, but also assets, property, investments, royalties, partnerships, and other sources of wealth that will generate resources even when you're not working. You will discover ways to generate passive income you never considered and realize that some of your natural abilities have much greater monetary value than you thought. Over the next few days, pay attention to conversations that others start with you for no apparent reason. Many of these conversations will contain key pieces of your financial puzzle, such as information, invitations, or suggestions. Don't dismiss any information as irrelevant because the universe often uses unexpected sources to deliver important guidance. That casual conversation, passing comment, or random suggestion may be exactly what you need to unlock your abundance. You will also receive invitations to events, meetings, gatherings, and activities that wouldn't normally interest you. Accept these invitations whenever possible because the universe has arranged many of them specifically for you to meet the right people at the right time. Your next big financial opportunity may be waiting for you in an unexpected place through someone you don't yet know. Your intuition will become sharper and more accurate during this transition period. You will begin to feel when an opportunity is genuine and when you should avoid certain situations. Trust these inner insights because they are there to guide you in the right direction. When something feels right, even if it doesn't make logical sense, seriously consider this guidance. When something feels wrong, even if others say it's a good idea, be cautious and seek more information before committing. What you have called bad luck or misfortune in your financial life has not actually been bad luck or misfortune. Rather, it has been divine protection, preventing you from committing to opportunities that looked good on the surface, but would have created bigger problems in the long run or limited your access to greater blessings. All those times when you almost got something you wanted very much, but something went wrong at the last moment, were interventions to preserve you for something infinitely better that was being prepared. You can now be grateful for all the closed doors because they protected you from paths that would not have led you to your true destination. The abundance coming into your life carries a responsibility that goes beyond personal use. You will become a channel of blessings for others and an instrument of transformation in the lives of your family, friends, and even strangers who cross your path. Some of the wealth you receive will be earmarked for philanthropic projects, humanitarian aid, and causes that touch your heart. Once you grasp that you're not receiving abundance merely to satisfy personal desires, but rather to contribute to a broader transformative movement in the world, your capacity to attract and sustain wealth will grow exponentially. Write in the comments, "I accept my responsibility as a channel of universal abundance." By doing so, you align yourself with higher purposes that activate the spiritual law of multiplication. The universe entrusts greater resources to those who demonstrate an awareness of the importance of sharing and contributing to the greater good. Your declaration of responsibility unlocks levels of prosperity unavailable to those with purely selfish mindsets. If this message has resonated with you, consider supporting this mission by clicking "Thank you." And this small gesture enables us to continue delivering transformative messages to individuals who, like you, are prepared to embrace a new financial reality. Your contribution helps spread this light to more people who need to hear these truths. In the coming months, your relationship with money will be completely redefined. You will no longer see money as something scarce that needs to be preserved anxiously, but rather as energy that needs to circulate in order to multiply. You will develop an ease in handling larger sums of money, a calmness when making important financial decisions, and a wisdom in identifying investments that add true value to your life and the lives of others. Others will notice changes in your posture, confidence, and how you talk about the future. You won't need to announce that something has changed because it will be evident through your energy. You will have a lightness of gait, a serenity of gaze, and an authority of voice reflecting the inner security that comes from knowing your needs are met and your dreams are within reach. Toxic relationships that drain your energy and resources will naturally drift away from your life. This will happen organically, without conflict or dramatic breakups. You will simply no longer have common ground or compatible interests. At the same time, you will attract people on similar frequencies of prosperity, growth, and positive contribution to the world. These new relationships will bring pleasant company and opportunities for collaboration and mutual growth. Your creativity will flourish during this period of transformation. You will have innovative ideas more frequently, find creative solutions to old problems, and discover talents you didn't know you had. Many of these discoveries will become additional sources of income, hobbies that turn into lucrative businesses, or skills that add significant value to your main career. You will begin to receive offers, proposals, invitations, and opportunities with increasing frequency. Initially, they may seem coincidental, but you will soon recognize them as part of a larger pattern. Some of these offers will come from unexpected sources, people you barely know, or industries you've never worked in. Don't automatically reject anything that seems outside your area of expertise, because the biggest financial leaps often happen when we step outside our comfort zones and explore uncharted territory. Also, be prepared to receive resources that you won't need to use right away. There will be times when money comes into your hands without an urgent need for it, and you may be tempted to spend it quickly to justify its presence. Resist this temptation. These resources arrive in advance so that they are available when special opportunities arise or when situations require immediate investment. Your financial life has been governed by a scarcity mindset for so long, but it will gradually be replaced by an abundance mindset that will transform not only your bank account, but also your entire life experience. You will stop making decisions based on fear and start making decisions based on confidence. You will be confident that there will always be adequate resources for your needs and dreams. This shift in mindset is powerful enough to change your material circumstances, because when we think differently, we act differently and get different results. For years, you have accepted financial limitations as immutable laws of nature, as if some people are born destined for prosperity and others for hardship. However, the truth is that abundance is a universal right. The only difference between those who experience it and those who don't is their understanding of and ability to apply the spiritual principles that govern the creation of wealth. You are about to discover and apply these principles in a practical way to your everyday life. Your financial intuition will become extraordinarily accurate. You will develop the ability to feel when an investment is sound, when a business opportunity has real potential, and when you should avoid certain transactions, even if they appear advantageous. This heightened intuition will protect you from significant losses and guide you toward substantial gains, creating a pattern of increasingly confident financial decisions. Write in the comments, "My intuition is aligned with universal financial wisdom." By making this statement, you are activating inner abilities that remained dormant while you relied solely on rational logic for financial decisions. The combination of intuitive wisdom and rational analysis creates a virtually foolproof decision-making system. You will discover that you possess knowledge, skills, connections, or resources with much greater monetary value than you imagined. Something you consider common or simple may be extremely valuable to others or specific sectors. Start viewing your experiences, knowledge, and relationships differently, and question how each element of your personal and professional history can be transformed into a source of income or competitive advantage. The investments you make during this transformative period will naturally appreciate and grow. This does not mean you should invest impulsively or without research. Rather, your investment choices will be favored by higher forces working to multiply your resources. You will consistently find yourself in the right place at the right time with the right people to make extremely lucrative financial decisions in the medium and long term. Your ability to generate multiple income streams will expand beyond what you can currently imagine. Rather than relying on a single source of income that requires your constant presence, You will develop multiple sources that function semi-automatically or entirely passively. These sources will include traditional investments as well as royalties, licensing, partnerships, consulting, digital products, and other modalities that generate resources even during your rest periods. The opportunities that arise in your life will have one thing in common. They will seem too simple or too small to make a significant difference. Don't be fooled by their apparent simplicity. Many of the greatest fortunes began with seemingly insignificant ideas, businesses that seemed too small to attract attention, or opportunities that others rejected as inadequate. Your ability to recognize potential where others see limitations will be one of your greatest competitive advantages. You will attract financial mentors, experienced advisors, and business partners who will offer guidance at little to no cost. These people will appear in your life, not by coincidence, but because your emerging energy of abundance will resonate with theirs, creating natural connections based on vibrational affinity. Learn everything you can from these mentors because each lesson you absorb will multiply your ability to create and maintain wealth. Your relationship with time will also transform. You will discover ways to optimize your activities, producing more results in less time. This frees up hours that you can devote to activities you love or more lucrative opportunities. This efficiency will not come from pressure or stress, but from clarity about your priorities and focus on high-impact activities. Prepare for moments when resources will come from unexpected sources. Forgotten refunds, small inheritances from distant relatives, sweepstakes, prizes you don't remember entering, returned money you thought was lost, and discovered assets. These seemingly random financial miracles are actually manifestations of spiritual laws responding to your new vibrational frequency of abundance. The transformation happening in your financial life is part of a larger shift that encompasses all areas of your existence. Your health will improve because you won't have to deal with chronic stress from financial insecurity anymore. Your relationships will deepen because you won't need to worry about being a burden to your loved ones. Your self-esteem will rise because you won't feel inferior due to material limitations anymore. Your spiritual connection will also strengthen as you experience the love and provision of the universe in tangible ways. You are entering a phase in which positive coincidences will become so frequent that you won't be able to consider them as such. You will reach the point where you expect good things to happen because your new vibrational frequency consistently attracts positive experiences. This confident expectation of good things is neither arrogant nor unrealistic. It aligns with universal laws that respond to genuine faith with concrete manifestations. Leadership skills you may not even know you have will begin to manifest naturally. People will seek your opinion on important decisions, ask for your guidance on financial matters, and respect your analytical and planning abilities. Your emerging leadership will not be forced or artificial, but a natural consequence of the wisdom and confidence you have developed through your experiences and inner transformation. Write in the comments, "I radiate prosperity and attract constant abundance." This statement is not just about money, but rather it is about a state of being that attracts everything that contributes to a full and meaningful life. By declaring this, you are programming your energy to attract not only financial resources, but also opportunities, relationships, experiences, and discoveries that will enrich your life's journey. If you feel that this message touches something true in your heart, consider supporting this mission by clicking "Thank you." Your support allows us to continue providing transformative content to people who, like you, are ready to experience a new reality. Your support is part of the abundance we are creating together. Your perception of work and career will also undergo a complete transformation. You will no longer see work as a painful obligation necessary for survival. Instead, you will see work as a form of creative expression, social contribution, and personal fulfillment that also coincidentally generates abundant resources. This shift in perspective will transform your professional experience, changing it from something that drains your energy to something that renews and multiplies it. The projects you start during this period will have a special energy that will make them easier to execute and multiply their results. You will find that the right people show up at the right time to collaborate with you, that the necessary resources become available when you need them, and that obstacles that would normally delay or prevent progress either don't manifest or are quickly removed. Your ability to visualize and plan for the future will expand significantly. You will be able to see opportunities forming months or years before they become obvious to others. This will allow you to position yourself strategically to take advantage of emerging trends. This foresight will give you an extraordinary competitive advantage in whatever area you choose to pursue. People who tried to discourage you, doubted your potential, or made negative comments about your dreams and ambitions will gradually disappear from your life or completely change their attitude toward you. This won't be because of any revenge or manipulation on your part, but because your new energy of success and confidence naturally repels energies of doubt and negativity while attracting energies of recognition and support. You will develop a natural ease in handling increasing amounts of money that will impress even the most experienced people in the financial world. You won't experience anxiety, ostentation, or compulsive behavior related to the resources you receive. You will have a mature tranquility that comes from understanding abundance as your natural state, not a temporary exception that must be desperately seized before it disappears. Your generosity will increase in proportion to your abundance, not out of obligation or social pressure, but out of genuine joy in contributing to the well-being of others. You will discover that giving to important causes and supporting meaningful projects does not diminish your wealth, but multiplies it through spiritual laws that reward generosity with greater abundance. Prepare to receive offers of partnership, collaboration, or joint ventures that may seem too big for your current level of experience. Don't be intimidated by the magnitude of these opportunities. All your past experiences have prepared you to take on greater responsibilities and manage larger-scale endeavors. Your expanded consciousness and abundance energy qualify you to participate in achievements that once seemed beyond your reach. We have now reached the most important part of this message, where I will reveal the final key to definitively activating all the abundance released into your life. Everything you have heard so far has created the necessary energy field, removed internal blockages, and aligned your vibrational frequency with prosperity. However, there is one specific action you must take for this transformation to fully manifest in the physical world, and it is simpler than you might imagine. The abundance coming to you is not a reward for your past efforts. However, your efforts have been important in developing your ability to receive and manage greater resources. It is not compensation for the difficulties you have faced, though those difficulties have strengthened your appreciation for prosperity. This abundance is simply your birthright, temporarily obscured by limiting mental programming, restrictive beliefs, and energy patterns that did not align with your true spiritual identity. You do not need to become a different person to deserve abundance. You are already worthy just as you are. You don't need to achieve a higher level of moral perfection to qualify for prosperity. You are already qualified by birthright. You don't need to prove your worth through extraordinary sacrifices or heroic renunciations. Your value is intrinsic and unquestionable. All you need to do is fully accept this truth and stop resisting the blessings that have always been trying to reach you. Write in the comments, "I accept my inheritance of abundance and infinite prosperity." This is not just an affirmation. It's a declaration that you accept what already belongs to you. It's like signing a document that formalizes the transfer of wealth that was already in your name, but which you could not access until you officially recognized your ownership of it. Over the next few days, you will begin to notice perfect synchronicities that seem impossible to be coincidences. You may see repeating numbers in unexpected places, have conversations that address issues you were thinking about, hear songs on the radio with lyrics that seem to answer your questions, or have chance encounters with people who have the information or opportunities you need. These synchronicities confirm that you are aligned with the universal flow of abundance. Your new financial reality will not be built by fighting scarcity, but by cooperating with abundance. Rather than forcing results through intense effort, you will learn to allow them to flow naturally through inspired actions and intuitive decisions. This cooperative approach produces superior results and preserves your energy and emotional well-being during the process of financial growth. The transformation that began today will continue to deepen and expand over the coming months and years. It will not be a one-time event that happens and then stops. Rather, it will be a continuous process of evolution, where each level of abundance achieved becomes the foundation for accessing even greater levels. You will discover that your capacity for prosperity knows no ceiling, only new levels that reveal themselves as you become able to sustain them with wisdom and responsibility. Those closest to you will benefit from this transformation, not only through direct material assistance, but also through the example of possibility you will set. When someone close to you transforms their financial reality, it expands the concept of what is possible for those around them. This creates a ripple effect, encouraging more people to seek and accept their own blessings. Your personal story of transformation will inspire others going through the same struggles you faced. You will discover your natural ability to guide, encourage, and support people at the beginning of their prosperity journey. This ability will be a source of personal satisfaction and an additional source of income through mentoring, consulting, and other forms of knowledge sharing. Write in the comments, "My journey to abundance inspires and uplifts others." In making this statement, you acknowledge that your prosperity is part of a larger movement of collective uplift, where each person's success contributes to the success of many others. This transformative message has come to a close, but it is only the beginning of your new journey of abundance. If you feel that these words have touched your heart deeply, and that each sentence was written specifically for you, and that it was no coincidence that you found this message, then I invite you to join our special community. Click the sign up button and activate the notification bell because I regularly share specific guidance for people undergoing financial transformation. More importantly, share your story, dreams, victories, and experiences with abundance in the comments. Our community is made up of people who understand the power of the right words at the right time, and know that every story shared can inspire someone to take the next step toward prosperity. What touched you most about this message? What insights or revelations arose as you read it? Your experience is valuable and can light the way for many others.